Guten Morgen. Okay, we're just gonna do natural light this morning. It's not that dark in here, so that's what we shall do. So happy Friday. This is a little bonus reading. I got some Bon Jovi on in the background. The song is Never Say Goodbye. So I was channeling that this morning, so whoever needs to hear that, this may be somebody having that message to you that they don't want to say goodbye to you, okay? Maybe you could like Bon Jovi. Maybe you're from New Jersey. I don't know. I don't know who tunes into these readings. I don't make all the rules, you know what I mean? YouTube is an open endeavor. So if you are joining today, please consider subscribing to the channel if you are interested in receiving messages, okay? And like the video helps me tap into the energy. Never say goodbye. Sorry, I'm still waking up, you know. Haven't gone through my vocal warm-up yet, which you guys may have noticed on my community tab. I went and recorded. I am a musician as well. I went and recorded a little Christmas song last week, and the guitar player finished his part the other day. So that should be coming to be released here as soon as it goes through all the upload processes and things. So I'm excited to share a little, and it's a Christmas song, so I'm excited to share that with you, okay, to keep you and or put you in the holiday spirit if you're not yet. I mean, I don't know about you. I've done some shopping, but there's some shopping I'm like, I haven't even started for that person yet. I have no idea what I'm going to get them. Like none. Anyway, and if you're not aware, there's a full moon coming up this weekend just to add to a little extra holiday craziness, right? Why not? So if you're feeling a little bit of some emotions, and a lot of people do, of course, around the holiday season because it is often a time for family. And if we are not around our family or are missing our family, it can be a little, make us a little verklempt, right? So, yeah, you guys, I feel like I just walked out of like a church in Middle Tennessee, okay, with this hair day. I've been trying to fix it this morning, and this is what it is. I kind of have the Malin hair today, you know, on Steel Magnolia. So, and this was coming through earlier too. So, I really want to tell you guys this. If you guys watch a lot of readings, maybe you just stumbled upon my page today and you're like, I don't know if I want to watch this reading. A reading's all about what you get, the energy you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. Okay. I stumbled upon a reader yesterday. I do watch other readers. Some readers don't. Some readers do. Some people don't like to mix the energy and the messages around, and I get that, especially if that's like their primary job. You know what I mean? Doing these readings. Excuse me. So, but what I want to tell you is, I stumbled upon this reader. I don't even remember who it was, and they said so many things that were like words that I would use in normal life. And then they also said the name of my dog. And I was like, okay, well, anyway. So, you know, and then, you know, but like, who was that person? Have I ever talked to them before? No, obviously not. You never know where that message is coming from. Okay, so that was a message again with the Steel Magnolias reference this morning. You know, when Shelby gets all bent out of shape because they drag her, Olympia Dukakis's character drags her into a different church, and they're like, Shelby, it doesn't matter what church you're going to, as long as you're going. Okay, so you know, if I'm not the reader for you, you're not going to hurt my feelings. Go find somebody else you want to listen to. It's what's important is that you're getting the message that resonates with you today, that's going to help you You know what I mean? Put that good juju out into the energy system for wherever you're at, okay? And maybe that's, giggling at my Malin hair today. I mean, I really do. Yeah. I use those rollers. There's some of those Amazon rollers. They look like the old ragtie ones, which I like these better than the bendy ones. The Child of God, Arnold Moreno. Hello. Um, Alexa, volume one, please. Sorry, guys. It still has the Bon Jovi on in the background, just for those that are for those that are playing along. Sorry, guys. I'm a little sore this morning. I didn't do my massage yet today. You know what I mean? Kind of warming up my bones and everything. So usually I am do lives more in the afternoon and stuff. So sorry if I'm a little chatty Cathy this morning, but that's just what you're getting. I'm gonna go straight into this tarot deck because I want to get the opposite energies because some of that is really coming through today about how somebody is feeling about somebody. Like I said, that song "Never Say Goodbye" Bon Jovi is just coming through. Okay, so somebody not wanting to say goodbye to you, whatever that circumstance may be. Maybe you have a long-standing friendship. Maybe you are in a partnership. Maybe this is somebody that you kind of had a brief dating relationship with type thing. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, this person is feeling left out, living on a prayer's playing in the background. They feel like they're kind of living on a prayer now if, they realize that the best may be in the rearview mirror regarding the situation between you two. Okay. So it's almost like they're trying to summon up that good juju, right? And so you might be hearing these songs and maybe Bon Jovi is like something special between you two. Like maybe that's specific for somebody there, okay? You know what I mean? Like, oh, they would always play Bon Jovi and want to slow dance with me in the kitchen, blah blah. You know what I mean? Something like that. Whatever it is, okay, that's just for example, okay. So sorry, I didn't even put any lips. I was gonna put some lip stuff on. I just got some new lip stuff from QVC, you guys. It was like in a multi-pack, so it had like you got like 5 shades or something for what, less than $25. Just saying, you know how expensive makeup is these days? So, to try a bunch of different colors and stuff on your skin, it was kind of nice. Ace of Cups. Full of love in your sacral region, and maybe this is something that this person is sensing as well. I feel like, yeah, some of you could be actively dating, you could be actively in a romantic partnership. You're like, yeah, I'm in the ready for love bad company portion, right? um you're not having to, it's kind of like me and this Malin here today. It's just like I just have to accept that this is going on. I might have to go out in public like this. Do you know what I'm saying? With this huge hair. But that it is what it is. Although it snowed overnight, so my neighbor was out shoveling this morning. I think he's about the only neighbor that was. It's supposed to get back up to the 40s and rain like tomorrow, I think. So, I might have to sweep a path clear for the mailman here. He's coming in the next little bit. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, this is really interesting. This Knight of Pentacles showing up kind of to be a warrior here. A little bit unusual because the Knight of Pentacles is like if the mail was still run by the Pony Express, right? It's like, we can get it there. Oh my God, you guys, I just saw that SNL. It's an old skit. They've on this one channel on TV. They have an SNL station, and they replay old, popular clips and stuff. The skit was, I think the company, instead of like FedEx or something, it was like Jiffy, and it's like, when it needed to be there yesterday, call us. If it needs to be there tomorrow, call FedEx. But if it needed to be there like 2 weeks ago, that slow moving night where it's like, is he ever showing up? And it's like, oh, maybe they forgot to put the stamp on it. Maybe they didn't put the. That's another one, you guys. You guys ever see that Roseanne where she's like, well, maybe if we send this check to the light company and put the other check to the whatever company, and then they'll have to figure it out. You know what I mean? Which some places aren't allowing checks anymore, you guys. Even at my veterinarian, they stopped allowing checks there this month. They said due to bank fraud, actually, was the main reason versus keeping it secure with a card. So it's like this person has started to, this long suffering night. Everybody sees this stinking night in the readings. It's here's the Knight of Pentacles. Oh yeah, they're supposed to be all dependable. They're supposed to be this and that. It's like, okay, yeah, but are they ever gonna show up? There's a reason the Pony Express isn't the Pony Express anymore, right? Because we got better ways of doing things. Here's this dude rattling around in his old armor, waving this sword around. And it's like, yeah, it's kind of like, what is that other movie, Bedknobs and Broomsticks? They go into the old castle, and it's like, hey, y'all, making all this noise. It's like, they've just been waiting to rattle for centuries. Okay? So that could be significant for somebody. So if it's just something like that, tell those old ghosts, all those old ghosts, get back in their cage, okay? Like, go rattle somebody else's castle, okay? That's kind of what I'm getting out of this. Now, you may hear or see, I feel like, for most of you, this is going to come through in a dream state. I don't know that this person is going to be out in the streets kung fu fighting for real, okay? Oh no, not another one of these. Then why are you here? This is the same message for Shelby, right? In Steel Magnolias, when they take her to the other church. She's like, well, I don't know if I can go to this church. I was supposed to do the da la 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 la. And they're like, Shelby, it's going to be okay. God doesn't care what church you're in. They just care that you go. Okay? So return that sender energy to you, Ant Dog. See how that turns out for you. All right. Maybe your scratch off will win this time. Maybe not. I don't know. What are the odds? Also, some of you, so like I was saying, some of you may not see this or hear about this, but I feel like for some of you, this is going to come through like in a prophetic type dream message, or it's going to be like a dream that it's going to stick with, like, when you wake up, you're going to be like, whoa, what was that? Like, this is going to be a very strong message, because the Knight of Pentacles is not out here chatty Cathying. The Knight of Pentacles is not the Knight of Swords rushing around. No, they are not. So it's like they're defending this pentacle, okay? And you're going to find out why, all right? Something sparked this warrior within them. Oh my gosh. I'm drinking a bubbly, you guys. It's the blackberry. It's the blackberry flavor. So this has 0 sugar, but it does have carbonation for those of you that like some silicone gas, right? If you like the carbonation in your drinks. What else do we have going on? You know what else? I feel like for some of you, this person, okay, so if this is somebody who doesn't want to say goodbye, okay, this could also, for a very, very few people, be somebody who has, say, crossed over to the other side, right? And it's like they've found a way to reach you in the dream state and they're not letting go of that. They're going to defend and keep that channel open, okay? So that you two can communicate. Okay. Yeah. So, and it's almost like the Knight of Swords is trying to get it out of him. Like, tell me. And you know how the Knight of Pentacles is gonna be. They're like, you're lucky I'm even here at all. Right? So that you can even try and threaten me with your sword. Let's be honest. So now he's gonna pull this mace up here and take a whack, right? Who wouldn't want to take a whack at Weasel? Okay, Weasel Boudreaux. All right. So it's just basically like Weasel Boudreaux getting in the Knight of Pentacles business, and somebody's gonna get, yeah, okay, they're gonna get checked a little bit. And here's the thing: this is the pathway. This is the passion that they still have for you regarding the situation. This is that it's like, yeah, they don't want to say goodbye in this situation. It's like this fire will always remain. Okay. I'm thinking of like those tabletop fires as well. I don't know if that's on somebody's Christmas wish list, you know, those little those, and you can put like different colors in there and stuff. It's like you don't need, it's, yeah. And he even puts out like heat and stuff. It's kind of nice. I don't know. Anyway, I don't have one, but I ended up drawing once for the one. I don't. That's, it's just these flame. It's how the evenness of the flame. So again, the Knight of Pentacles is somebody very consistent. So it's like their passion for you is like an eternal type passion. Okay, it's not, you know, the fickle flame, right? What's that it's in a Cake song, I think, about talking about a fickle flame. Yeah. But you know, people that want to have their cake and eat it too, right? Well, I mean, you know, you can have a slice of your own cake, but you're supposed to share it with everybody else, right? I saw this video there. I was a youngster, you know, commenting that some people generationally, it's like they had their piece of cake and then it's like they just decide to throw the cake away before asking anybody else if they might want some of this cake, or even like the recipe maybe, or the ingredients, right? I was just reminded of something that I don't even want to talk about right now. So we're gonna stay on the topic. Okay. What else does this collective need to know presently? Now, what? Look at this. Okay. So again, yeah. So I don't think this is necessarily the crossed over message again. So this is more presently somebody saying, yeah, they want to be around you. They want to, it's like, okay, you think this Knight of Pentacles is all it. They're like, I want to be the one. I'm the one standing here. It's kind of, it's like that, you know, Jacob versus whatever and the Twilight thing, you know, it's like, well, Jacob was the one that was like kind of by her side when she was going through a lot of things, right? So he's kind of like, hey, what about me, right? Am I right? Oh, okay. Okay, now we're getting into it. Right? So for some of you, there also may be a choice. Okay. Somebody kind of, you know, steady, somebody who is able to actually communicate. Maybe they don't do it in the best sort of way, but they're actually communicating. Whereas the Knight of Pentacles, it's like, geez, it took this. In some cases, it took the crossing over in order for you to show up and to defend this eternal flame. you know so what does that move, the knight at the end of Last Crusade, where he's ready to fight and he's like, "Ugh." He can barely even pull up. It's like, yeah, he's been there for centuries, right? um you know and they may be like, well, I was waiting for the right one. Well, where were they? That movie, and then another one, that line in that movie, when he's like, "Where were you?" Right? Johnny Cash movie, when the dad's like, "Where were you?" It's like, where was the dad? Getting drunk, not even catching a goddamn fish for his family to freaking eat. Okay. Right? Who's the adult in the situation? Right? And the thing is, some of these people, they want to think they're not acting karmic when they are withholding information from other people in the situation. That makes you a karmic. That makes you a manipulator. So where were you? Right? Let's ask some real questions. And that's why, I'm sorry, some of these Knight of Swords be Knight of Swords in so hard, because it's like they got to get all this almost BS here. So collective, for some of you, you may not be one to hear it, is kind of what I'm getting. I'm feeling that your heart, because this is a period in the heart chakra, I'm feeling that your heart is healed from any excuses around this situation. Especially if this person did wait so long to come forward, and you're like, I have this Ace of Cups over here. Yeah, right? I was holding the deck in reverse. Page of Swords, Headless Horseman. So this person could, maybe my deck's a little mixed up here, guys. This person could be, what is it? It's not so weird. And then it's like the Judgments in reverse. Okay. So I feel like for some of you, this person, sorry guys, I gotta grab like a hoodie or something. It's a little chilly in here right now. I have it at 68, so I'm trying not to go crazy. When you're just sitting and you're not really like moving around, doing anything strenuous, it's easy to get cold. So, all right, continuing on here. So I feel like this person could be expressing to other people, people, and since it is the Headless Horseman, it's not necessarily people maybe it's friends of theirs, associates, whatever, but they are getting this off of their chest because it's like their head can't take the noise anymore. Okay. Again, they may be the one that's the loudest voice in the room. Whether or not you want to hear that voice is another story, right? Because you could have been like, look, I thought you were my burning flame forever, and then you proved that you were not, right? In some of these cases. The Bon Jovi song that kind of is like, this is the song for the broken hearted, dun, dun, right? Um, yeah, you could have been like, look, you said you wanted this, then I had to do this, and now we're, so, you know, when forever doesn't exist, right? Anymore, you had to recalibrate, perhaps, okay? That doesn't mean you're leading without your love, right? Sometimes it just looks like a ragged sea dragon, though. Kind of odd, you know. This giant whale here. Yeah. Okay, so this person could be an air sign as well. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Let's continue on into the third eye, what this collective needs to know about this situation. This person that doesn't want to say goodbye, okay? Maybe they're trying to figure out how to say goodbye. That's why they're talking to, other people, right? They're like, well, if maybe I can just get one message back, I'll say it like this. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. Like, or is it going to be a card or a letter or whatever it's going to be, Two of Pentacles, an elf here. Yeah. So obviously this, if this person misses, right, then it's not, I feel like collective, you have a little bit more control over the situation, okay? Because, you're going to be able to digest this information, right? And you're going to be able to say whether or not this hits the mark. Okay. And it's going to be up to you whether or not to use another pentacle to entertain this or not. I just want to live while I'm alive, right? Heart is like an open highway. Maybe for some of you, you might be going on a little road trip. I can't make this up, you guys. So, I feel like there's no getting around the judgment that has been granted in your favor, right? And this person is going to have to kind of figure out how to distill that themselves. All right, it's not up to you to give them a map, to give them the roadway. Yeah, Ace of Swords. It might be a hard truth, okay? But it's like this is their test. All right. So again, getting back to, it doesn't matter what reading you're watching, you need to focus on the message because maybe that's the message that you need right now, right? Maybe, yeah, this person doesn't want to say goodbye and they're having a lot of feelings about it, but maybe you need to look at the facts of the case that you're winning now. You're in a winning season now. Okay. So what did it take for you to get to that winning season, right? Um, you know, is that person around? Just saying. Just saying. Think about it. Don't go against your better judgment, your own judgment that has gotten you to points of success that other people have not been able to guide you to even discuss with. I mean, you know what I mean? If you can't even discuss your grocery bill with your partner, then you're probably right. Yeah. And if you're so rich you don't have to discuss the grocery bill, then your life is just way too perfect for anybody here, right? Okay. Um yeah, you might need another reading, a different kind of personal reading, okay, for like super richy people. And I don't believe that money is the root of all evil. I believe that money is a tool, and it's the actions of others that, yeah, greed. The seven deadly sins, right? Greed, avarice, envy, all these things that cause people sometimes to do unsavory things, all right? I'm not saying that's why collective you're perhaps in separation from this person right now. I'm not saying that that's who this person is. Just be aware that those kinds of folks can also um, manipulate things to make it seem like, um, there might be more going on. Okay. So the thing is, yeah, they might be talking to so and so, but you don't want to end up running around like a chicken with your head cut off after this person, right? Just because they decided to blah, 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 get drunk and talk to their friend about you or something. And, maybe they're talking to somebody else about somebody else to their next friend. You know what I mean? Okay. Like, don't take it personally. Okay. Anyway, the journey. I saw them I saw so many concerts. I'm a concert junkie, you guys, if you didn't know that. As a musician, I actually do enjoy going to see music performed. So that was my first time seeing them, and it was such a wonderful show. They played every song you could pretty much want, right? And that Filipino guy, oh my God, he's running all over the stage, doing those vocals like, holy cow. He's like Mick Jagger up there, you know what I mean? Moves like Jagger. Who has them? So, yeah, this Five of Pentacles, this shaman, who is busting out the moves like Jagger to try and. I even feel like for somebody's like, whoever this is, this person, it's like they tried to make like a dance video or something and send it to you. I don't know who that is for. But I'm getting like some kind of corny like dancing thing. Yeah. Okay. And I said corny. Okay, because it's supposed to, yeah. That's what it's kind of supposed to be, kind of like someone like dun dun da, 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 all this overly dramatic la la da 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 da, you know what I mean? Do a kick, bam, yeah, da, 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 all right, and I feel like this is the type of like summoning up of that passion, kind of reminding you of maybe why you got with this person. Okay. Because they're saying they don't want to let that go. Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know. For somebody, this is going to be as soon as possible. They need to make it happen. This moving, to whoever's moving where, you need to make it happen as soon as possible. I don't know who that message is for, but I have to say it today because it's okay. So, if the dancing video didn't work, then you're just going to have to call them on the phone or write them a letter. I don't know. Use some more traditional methods. All right. Not everybody has TikTok these days. Right. Our phones can only hold so much. Anyway, just like your brain, right? It's like this overload, right? That's why, for the ones that aren't making the dance videos to send it to you to romance you, right? They're like, I can't get this person off the brain. I can't function. I gotta go when I go here to lunch, I'm talking about this person. When I go back to work, I'm talking about this person. When I go to happy hour, I'm talking about this person. And this could be multiple people. I'm just saying, for some of those cases, that's coming through as well. Like, don't Don't get it twisted. Because we all know. Mm-hmm. And if you are somebody who has not yet been divorced and you're off running around with people, okay, like the Snapchat lady, oh, she's polyamorous, okay. This is where I have to draw the line. I am rainbow friendly. I am not really polyamory friendly. So these readings, if you're into that, are not going to resonate. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you in non-fantasy land where a lot of other people live. Okay? So, that is what it is. You are already married and you're, crying about somebody. I had this situation once, okay, between a friend and I. We were kind of fighting over a guy, but like she already had a boyfriend. And I kind of made peace with her, like to keep peace in the situation. But at the end of the day, it's like, who was being greedy in that situation? She already had somebody. Let's be real. So again, people can be greedy over things besides money, right? Maybe that because I don't know if in the situation I was in, we were so young, nobody had any money, right? So it wasn't necessarily a money situation, right? But people feel like they have to be getting this and getting this and getting this, or else they're not like accomplishing things, right? It's that culture of I have to have this, I have to have that. Even if you don't want it, they're like, well, I just got to grab one, right? It's like, okay, well, what are you gonna do with it? Did you think that far? Do you think at all? Okay, again, so if this is not the channel for you, please feel free to enter somebody else's church of thought, okay, and get a message today that may benefit you. But maybe this is the message that you need to hear. All right. And before you go playing around with somebody else's toys, you better take care of your own toys or divorce them properly and legally so they don't have to watch you toy around with other people. Have you ever seen 48 Hours? Dateline NBC? Like, I don't want to be on one of them shows. No. None of that is so none of that poly is no. None of it's appealing to me. None. Because in real life, in the real world, that's where those people end up a lot of times on those TV shows. And out of those, somebody's going to jail, right? They never get away with it neither, right? Okay, and first off, there's always somebody that's, and then the kids have to suffer, right? And then there's somebody in jail. None of them ever get away with it, but they still do it. So if you're, oh no, not another one of those, you can get the hell on with your terrible karma that you're going to get out of that kind of BS, okay? It's not a tarot reader that has to tell you. It's going to be the legal system at the end of the day. All right, they're going to show you your nice little bed, right? See, this is why some readers don't watch other readers, because there are so many messages out there, you guys. So if that does not resonate with you, right? If you're not that karmic person, right? Don't sweat it. All right. All right. Past life relationship, you have known each other before. So whoever this kind of eternal flame type situation is, this is like a past life relationship where this person feels this, desire to defend this kind of like, even if I can't be with you, I'm going to defend this flame that I have for you, right? Type thing. Okay. And in some cases, I feel like, okay, that this Knight of Swords is actually somebody who's going to help this Knight of Pentacles deliver the message. So they could be kind of going through a judgment right now. Okay, so that could, because you could be like, why aren't they coming to me themselves? Blah blah. Maybe this is one of those things where they need the strength of the community. They need their friends. Like they're finding out who their friends are in this situation because their real friends are actually gonna want y'all together. Okay. Flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. Okay. Yeah. You have the Ace of Cups here. That is, something that this person wants to explore with you, right? Maybe that's something that they enjoy doing with you is flirting with you. You know what I mean? Like, maybe that's something that they can do, and it's like a joking thing, or it's just like a fun thing where you guys are just having fun together. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like with this Two of Pentacles. It's like it could be feel like a heavily weighted thing, but it's not. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, um, this person could also see you as kind of like like almost like a nymph. Is kind of what I'm getting. Not a nympho, but a nymph. Okay, like a seat, like. Because how there's like this elf here in the tree, kind of like this. Yeah. Anyway. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So part of why this person may have not come towards you previously with some of this information or whatnot is maybe because, according to society, right? Like the Bon Jovi song makes me think of like, two youngsters, maybe, the family didn't want them to, one of my aunt and uncles, when they got married, they were like 16 and 18 years old or something. I mean, this was back in the day, but even then it was young, and the family didn't necessarily approve of them, starting a family like so young and all this stuff, but they did it, you know. Um, so yeah, this could be one of those things where it's like, oh, well, you need to have this in line before you can get married, or you haven't, or sometimes people they meet before they've graduated college yet, you know what I mean? Like maybe they have to finish school first or whatever, and so people are like, well, don't get married before you get finished school, or I mean, there's some kind of concern, all right, and that was I think why this judgment came through again, because collective, what you've been able to accomplish, for some other folks, it takes a lifetime. All right. So you're kind of like, well, for some other people, maybe they need those roadmaps in life. But for you, collective, there was a different path. Okay. And it's pretty obvious that a lot of the things and challenges that you've had in your life, right, are not the same as everybody else around you. That's for a reason. Okay. For a while there, you might have thought you were cursed, right? But that's also why you have this Ace of Cups here to remind you that of how full of love you actually are, okay, and the gratitude you have towards life and all this stuff, okay? It's part of why this person doesn't want to say goodbye to you, right? Because you have this zest for life, okay? Maybe you're the person that brightens up this person's day. You're the one that reminds them that there's even a flame to defend, right? And then that's why, oh, now I finally, what's the Bruce Willis finally wakes up and saves the world movie on Christmas Day. It's like, oh yeah, now I get it, right? Now he turns into the warrior. It's like he didn't want to, right? Is that kind of how the movie goes, that Die Hard movie? Like he didn't really want to do it, but he had to, right? Children children. Your love life is being affected by children. There could be kids in the picture. There was something I was channeling earlier at the beginning of this message. You may need to go back and with that because I cannot remember exactly how that was coming across. Okay. Let's see what other messages this person has. Okay, I'm going to use the Lover's Oracle. This person's also trying to talk to you telepathically. Again, it's kind of like, well, you know, a TikTok video would be better, right? Or a letter would be better. So you can actually, right? It's like, yeah. So again, withholding that information, remember, is a manipulation tactic. And if for some reason, collective, you have them blocked because they blocked you previously, and they could be like, oh, well, you're trying to manipulate me. It's like, well, judgment's been called. You collective are not only have the right, but you are obligated by, source and spirit and God to protect yourself. If you didn't know. I have the option to get hit in the face with a ball, or I can put my hand up, boop, right? Dodgeball, right? I was reading that the other day too. It's the analogy. It's like, the devout, parishioner that says, God will save me, God will save me. And it's like, and he's like, well, why didn't you save me, God? And it's like, well, God's like, well, I sent you a boat, right? And then I sent you a rope, you know what I mean? And I sent you, it's like I sent you all these things, but it was like, well, but it wasn't God himself. All right, well, they're allowed to do that. And everybody else is allowed to make the other decision, right? And say, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. When you see something good, maybe you need to take advantage of that moment, right? But, take advantage of it for your benefit, not for your detriment, right? So, these feelings are eating me alive. Yeah, whoever this person is, that could be why they're kind of trying to like summon up something else, okay? Because it's really weighing on them. All right. I just realized what I have in the refrigerator that's gonna be like next on my snack list, but I haven't eaten anything yet today. I don't usually eat like right when I wake up. It is all too much. Yeah, that's why they're saying, they don't want to try and handle this on their own. They still want you to be part of their path, their communication cycle. I just feel like this Ace of Cups, you have it very well protected. You have it well hidden. It's almost like they can't find it. Yeah. They could be having dreams about you as well. Like, like that kind of restless type of dream where you're trying to find something and you can't. It's like they're chasing something in the dream. see here. So collective, I feel like for some of you, especially if it's like where there was some separation, right? It's kind of like you already saw this coming, but now they're starting to feel it. Okay. And I would say, you know, so for a lot of you, that's going to be the masculine energy, right? Thinking like, okay, this is not going to be a big deal. Like, I can do this. You know what I mean? Kind of taking those feelings away from it. Yeah, because it says here these feelings are eating me alive. It's like that the sea is coming back in, you know, the tide's coming back in, and it's starting to eat up that sand and wash, you know, and wash things away, right? And that's what this person feels like. It's like it's an ocean of emotion. Okay, so it's like where they start, I don't know, there's how many tiny pebbles of sand, right? Okay, that's how insurmountable some of this emotion feels. Okay, especially if this is a past life relationship for some of you, because it's like I feel like for some of you, they've seen things that if they told you about them, they would sound like really crazy, because it's like, okay, but that hasn't happened. You know what I mean? But that could be part of their it's like a future vision, but it's more like a past vision. Okay. So again, this could come through like in a dream state that this person has. I highly recommend you do dream journaling. No one understands me but you. There's also books out there on dreams and stuff that are good. The internet is good as well, and you know, dream dictionaries are out there with dream symbols. But you know, the key thing to remember about when you're studying your dreams is, again, how does it make you feel? What was the feeling in the dream? You know, so if you were chasing after something, so something felt unattainable, that should be, you know, part of the theme that you want to focus on, why that is. Okay. So that could be this nobody understands me but you thing, like collective, if this person is dreaming about chasing after something but yet they're not, you know, say with you or you're not with them, then it's like how do they get to that point? And they're having a hard time communicating that. They feel like only maybe you would understand that. Okay. For some of you, though, again, this sometimes these are just words, right? It's like, and then, you know, it's like, we'll stop at the watering hole. Oh, you're so understanding. Oh, right? That you would keep on winning. Put an arrow through my heart. Round and round. Okay. Yeah, I still got this music. I'm probably going to get a copyright violation on this one, but so yeah, there's something about this person. It's like their personality. There's some quirk about them. I feel like they just have this comfort level around you. Okay. So that's part of why they feel so passionate. Okay. Um, painful memories. Okay. This person could be thinking of times when you were together and realizing that, oh, well, that might not be happening again, right? Because you're not together. Else, please. I can't let go of you. Yeah. And you are so different from everyone around me. Yeah, that's the why. That's part of the why, right? It's like there's other people don't really understand, so it's like and you're different, so that's why they don't want to let this go. Okay. And in some instances, collective, they are standing up and fighting. Okay. Now, the judgment has been on your side. So this is completely up to you, right? How you hear about some of these things as well. Okay. So sorry, I'm not exactly remembering the full message that I came out with the beginning of the channeling, but there was something else there about that. So please go back and review that if that is relevant to what you're resonating with today. I am going to do some full moon card or some moon cards here at Moonology for the full moon coming up this weekend. Okay. Alexa, play some ocean sounds, please. It's time to take action. Yeah. So, whoever is doing this kind of summoning on wanting to reach out because they don't want to say goodbye, it you might not have heard from this person because maybe they didn't want to dredge up painful memories either. Maybe they've been trying to, trying to let it go. They can't let it go, but now they're realizing they have to take action in the situation. It's like their heart's not going to let them rest unless they actually do something. Yeah. A fiery climax approaches. Again, Aries. So yeah, a lot of action. This could be a romantic interaction as well for some of you, especially if you are in that flirtatious mode, especially if this is something where it's like, it was a relationship or something. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like once this person starts getting this off their chest here, then it's going to be a relief for both of you. Okay, there's going to be some kind of resolution here. All right. And I feel like this definitely is going to be coming through by like through the end of the year. So full moon in Capricorn, like Capricorn season is going to be starting closer towards the Christmas holiday. Okay. Don't let pride get in your way. So this could be a message for this person, but I think it's more like on your side, like, I feel like this is a confirmation actually that it's like you're not willing to entertain everybody, but you are willing to hear a message every now and then, right? It's like, you're not going to spend your whole day chasing readers for a different message, different message, different message. But you're gonna say, well, the reason I tuned in is because I was looking for this kind of confirmation, whatever that is. Okay, so the lion here could be specific to somebody. um, I'm also getting Wizard of Oz for somebody. So, like the lion in the Wizard of Oz, he was about courage, right? A new romantic cycle begin. Okay, all right. There's also like, isn't it called like a pride of lions? There was something about the religious factors here as well. So this could be, it's something like, well, if I went with this person, I wouldn't have this position anymore. Or it's something like that, some status thing, in terms of external voices. Okay. So yeah, it's like, well, like how I was complaining about my Malin helmet hair. It's like, yeah, who cares about your crazy hair? You have hair on your head, right? Like, whatever. A new romantic cycle begins. Yeah. So, for a lot of you, I feel like once some of these feelings are actually shared um, at the surface here, some rebalancing is going to occur in this situation. Um, this is entirely up to you. All right. I feel like you definitely have the upper hand in this situation. Okay. Um, but yeah, don't let the pride get in your way where it's like where it's like, oh, I don't want to hear this and I don't want to hear that. And it's like, well, maybe you will hear it if it makes any sense, right? Like I put something out on my social media, kind of stirred the pot about I was like, who really expects like single people to have some full whipped up turkey and stuffing and all this stuff at their house? Like, really? You expect that? You expect to walk into a single person's house and just because it's Thanksgiving and they're gonna have a full turkey and a whole big spread for like just one person? That's really your expectation? If that's your expectation, then you and I have different levels of expectations, right? Yeah. Hello, are you doing free love messages or is this a collective? This is a collective reading. However, um, Ms. Mimi Scorpio there. The beginning part of this message was Never Say Goodbye. Okay, the song by Bon Jovi. So this person not wanting to say goodbye. Okay, so if you think this message will resonate with you, please go back and watch from the beginning there, and you might get some more information. There is an Ace of Cups here, Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Okay. So we are at an hour here, so I think I am going to call it. Um, Please do, if you do have to say goodbye, do it safely, right? Bye. And before on the way out, take a moment to hit the thumbs up button if you don't feel like subscribing, or hit the subscribe button, and then often you will be notified. Hi Tony, how are you doing today? Often you will be notified if you want to hit the notification bell, okay, of when I do go live. A lot of times it's been in the afternoon, but today happened to be in the morning. So again, please do manifest wisely. Until next time, bye bye.